intentions. Wait a second. That's Inception. Today we're going to be talking about intention. And I think this is a great way that all of us, myself included, can improve at the game of Teppen. It's something that I think I'm personally not that great at. So I've been trying to implement it into my gameplay over the past week or so, and I gotta say it's really improved my enjoyment of the game as well as I think my results. So it's kind of a win-win. So lately, I'll be honest, I've been feeling a little stuck with Teppen. So to give a little context to this video, I was kind of feeling like I feel like my decisions I'm making in the game, they're not mattering that much, because sometimes my opponent has the answer, sometimes they don't have the answer. It almost like feels like it doesn't matter that much what I decide to do. And I think that's a lot of how I play, kind of like on autopilot. There's a lot of things that go into like being the best you can be, and like part of it is your B game, part of it is your A game, and I think your B game is kind of when you're not feeling the best, you can go autopilot. I think personally my B game's pretty good, but my A game's kind of lacking. I mostly because I just never flip it on. I never flip on my brain. So that's what this video is about. It's about intention, adding intent into your game decisions, and not bemoaning the fact that you feel your decisions don't have an impact. You kind of flip the script and give your decisions a meaning rather than wishing your decisions had a meaning, or feeling like, oh, I made my decisions and my opponent just had the right option. So we're gonna play a few games and I'll try to talk through my thought process. Definitely helps when I'm talking and saying things out loud, but hopefully you can see that everything that I will be doing in these games has a purpose, even if it doesn't pan out that way. And I think that's a way that I'm working on improving my game. I hope that it helps you too, just keeping this idea of intent in mind when you play. So I'll probably do 3 games, 2 with the Wrath Awoken deck and 1 with Denjin, because I've been mostly playing Denjin here. So we know the first part where it comes out is the mulligan. We're gonna talk fast. Opponent's not really doing anything. I want memory for the Jake, and we've got some memory in some units. I'm okay with it. Maybe not the best. I probably should have swapped it out. But I felt that I had Bombast. That's a good early play because it can help fetch me another card. We drew into Karen, and so now I'm thinking my intent for the next action is to play Karen into something to get that shield. And of course, we're going to be playing earlier than our opponent, so we don't really know what they're doing. And a lot of this deck, I think in particular, is playing your actions with intent, because you need to know what your opponent has in response. So like right now, we don't really have any blue MP, so I'm gonna choose not to respond because I want to get the most value out of what I've got going on here. And so now we play the Chris, we're getting some shields going, getting some stuff going. So this is kind of an issue. So I'm gonna play this in the middle because I want the butts to take out this Tsuruhime quicker, because I do not want it to get too big, and also to cycle into a seal, as we see here. That was me going a little bit like, I'm just trying to go with this game plan. Another thing popped up. Let's seal the Tsuruhime now, because I don't want it getting way out of hand. But ideally, I should have known that I would be trying to cycle for a seal for the Tsuruhime, and like that would be a purposeful decision that I did. It's not, and that's why I'm here. That's what we're working on today. So here we want to save our butts because he's doing some big damage. Let's give him a shield and stuff. This also gives us the option to Bombast on response if he does anything funky, rather than playing the Bombast and then maybe hoping that we could get somewhere else. So I think I'm also gonna do one of these, because that's gonna start killing the feline in 2 hits. And I think that will be a pretty good thing to get going there. And he's resetting us, which is kind of annoying, but that gives us an opportunity to either Bombast or shield. I'm gonna go with the Bombast because the shield we can play in a bit. go on the seal reset. Okay, crazy, crazy. Yeah, we got the MP back, and the shield only costs 1 MP, so I'm less worried, and it should give us a better chance to take out the Otohime, right? And we can wait on that. Let's not give an art charge because he's way closer. We haven't even used one yet. And if we can... Yeah! Okay. Just didn't do anything there at all whatsoever. So I'm gonna go ahead and Wrath... I wanted to Wrath Awoken, my friend! Okay, well, it's good I didn't Wrath Awoken because he would have done that. So I need to think what's going on here for me. I really want to kill this thing, but I didn't want to use it blue mana for it. So I'm kind of just like, I'm kind of flailing right now. Let's go for a Dan block into a hero gains life. So we need to do this for sure. I do not want shenanigans happening. I need to save 7. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's getting big. He's getting huge. So the Dan is absolutely terrible there. And that was terrible too. My brain is like, in an attempt to tell you the intentions of my actions, my brain has decided to completely shut off. And we're gonna get sealed. Yup. Well, maybe we can finally take out the MP booster. That's been a huge pain in our boots. And so what we need to do is we need to start cycling and get into... Ieyasu is not great because he's not really blocking anybody, and we need to wait to get him online. So we have to block there. It'll give us a little bit of time. Oh my gosh, we have to defend our boy. We have to defend our boy. So this is the part of the game where we don't really have a lot of options going here. There's not a lot of... Let's get big boy. Big boy. Big boy Ieyasu. Ieyasu basically has to carry this game for us. So 2244 shield. He's healing. Let's another shield? Oh, I goofed it. I goofed it. It's not gonna kill now. Okay. Block, swerve, block. I can't even. I have to swerve. Block. Oh, thank gosh. Okay. Swerve to the bottom, boy. Get on the bottom, boy. Get on the bottom, boy. Yeah. And have to block with that. Unfortunate. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. We're gonna let her die. Let her die. Get the cami out. And ooh. I think that's it. We can't block the last one. Oh, okay. My brain is so scrambled, I don't even know what to say. Alright. Evil Fire, Raging Demon. So, going into this one, we know that we need to be aware of the demons coming our way. It's going to be tricky to deal with them. And we need to just start cycling. So Ieyasu is a good start. We would ideally like to win as quickly as possible. So the Karin is coming out as a way to just quickly get some peeps on the field, get some aggression going. He's most definitely gonna like play it. I have to imagine he plays a 6 cost here, so I need to get the shields up. You know, he's got to play something there. So we stop that. Now we've got we're in a great spot here because we have the Ieyasu, and we can kind of just chill. Actually, I don't want to be over aggressive because, you know, we do have the lead. We don't want to run into anything weird. We can go here. Should be good. Oh, the butts is nice. Now he can't target our Ieyasu, so we've got to definitely take advantage of that and protect both our Ieyasu. And ideally, I would like to protect the top lane, although I didn't have to do that. And in retrospect, it might be bad to do that because now he can go ahead and save up for a humongo board wipe, but it's not even gonna matter. It's not even gonna matter. So you can see that I could have potentially improved my cases there by only buffing the butts. He clearly didn't have an option for Ieyasu, and that's a quick game right there. So I hope you can see so far how what is this? Oh, okay. This is a deck I gifted, so this is gonna be really bad. But we'll give it a shot. We shall give it a shot. So I don't really I think this deck is just a absolute mess. So I'm gonna try to win off the back of Dread King Rathalos right here. Boom. We can go ahead just playing our Chain of Fists first because we know that that's going to target randomly. I don't want another thing to come out. I want to be guaranteed my solution, okay? I want to be guaranteed my win there. And we're just going to we're cycling, we're getting our spells out there, getting to some other cards, and trying to kill this Cammy, which doesn't seem like it's going to work out. Or it's just going to replay itself as a 2-5. That's totally fine. It's totally fine. Because it will die to the Rathalos up top, so we just don't even really need to do anything here, which is great. And we are well on our way to winning this game with just the Rathalos up top, which I'm very happy about. And we could even go in here all in, and we don't even need to, though. We don't need to. We can just kind of chill. Let's blast him with that. And he's gonna ooh. There you go, an easy win. But there you go. I knew immediately I was trying to win, and the deck was probably gonna be a little iffy because it was a deck gift deck. But we made it work because luckily it was all red. And we knew there's only going to be a few chances to win, and Rathalos was going to be one of them, and we took advantage of it. So I had to do another one with the Denjin because it was a Denjin mirror. I don't know if you guys want to see that. I think there are some good tips in there, so I will put it as the last match of the video, but if you don't want to watch that, don't have to watch it. So our mulligan, we've got a lot of cheap things to open it up, get cycling through quickly, so I'm happy to keep it. And there's my intent with that. My intent now is to wait. I mean, this is kind of like the autopilot stuff that you just wait till 10, especially with a control deck like Denjin. And we need to think charge shot. What's going on with charge shot? He's going to want to be building up humongo mungo units. So we need to start taking down his units before anything goes crazy. And so I'm going to hold this one, drag it a little bit, really just try to get this unit down ASAP. And if we gotta do some shenanigans, we gotta do some shenanigans. So that's gonna be 3 on the Calamitous Eruption. We don't have the memory yet, which is unfortunate. But I just want to make sure he doesn't start growing because he's going to start getting HP and whatnot. And I just don't want to deal with it. So we are intentionally destroying that guy very, very quickly. And now we're going to take a back seat a little bit. I really don't like playing announcement posters unless I have evidence. So I'm going to hold on to those with the purpose of trying to get evidence before I play them. So we'll see how that goes. And we can chill a little bit here. Now we could have done something like play the announcement poster, knowing this will knock it down to 5, and then we can collapse the negotiations later to afterwards, you know what I mean, to blast it. And let's just go ahead and see if we can do that. If we can just get it sent down to the bottom, a 2 down to the bottom will make everything 5. Make Durian happy. Let's go, Teppen. Good job. That's a little annoying, so maybe I think it's okay. So he played something that cost 2? But basically, I'm not too worried about taking damage right now, because the damage right now is like measly damage. It's like 2s. If he gets online, it's going to be like insane damage. So I kind of just want to wait and see if he'll play. Yeah, exactly. See if he'll play this last unit, and we can just blast his field super hard. Boom, boom. And a clean field wipe there. We're down a little MP because we waited, but it's cool. It's cool. It's fine. And oh, he's got shield. He got a shield, man. Okay, we are gonna have to do one of these then. Let's just keep the destruction going. We are definitely in the position of not wanting to let these units go because it could get very scary. We don't have any direct damage except for this one. He could have a shield. I am worried about the shield, but I think it's worth going for it. And hoping he doesn't have the shield. There we go. Okay. So, there we go. I played that with intent, knowing that if he had the shield, it'd be pretty bad for me. But, it's gonna be okay. We would have made it work if he did have the shield. But we didn't have to, luckily. So you gotta make some decisions like that. And we did use an announcement poster, like I mentioned earlier, that I didn't really want to, but it's kind of okay. So this guy's gonna be doing 4. We could bump that up to 5 with a Denjin. We need to think about that. Do we want to use Denjin before we play that Chain of Fists? So it goes 4, or does it matter if it goes up to 5? Is that gonna be a big thing to work with or not? So it actually is, right? Or we could just wait for that block to hit, but it's never going to hit. So hitting this Denjin up to 5 is important, and by waiting, we got enough information out of our opponent to make that decision, which is pretty good, I think. Sometimes you just got to keep those things in mind, and if the opponent hadn't given us the information, should you do that in the future? Should you do that? You know, when should you do that? There's a lot of decisions that need to happen. And we have a nice little chatterbox here. And I gotta figure out when I want to use it. Do I want to wait, try to get another Denjin up and then have it kill like 100%? Or are we trying to do like these charge shots, man? This is where it gets scary, right? But he's used 2 charge shots. And I know we're playing Denjin, a deck that tends to go pretty long, but okay, so that's that. Sorry, but I think that we actually have a case here for oh, that's really nice, the Himiko. I might keep that. I might keep the other announcement poster. Just Himiko Denjin. I think that's a better play. Now we got 2 chatterboxes. That should shut down basically anything that he has left. Did he sneak something in there before the Himiko popped? That's rough, my man. That's rough. And now I think I'm in a huge lead since he just he just threw an extra thing into the Himiko. So I am super down to just like slam this bolt. Sorry, slam the bit. And just start going to town. Just start going to town on his life total. It's not gonna be good for you, my friend. Boom. 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 He can't respond or else he basically dies. It's quite upsetting. Oh, okay, he got the Tzatziki out. He got the Tzatziki out, respectable. But then now all we have to do is wait for our Leon, and we'll be in a good position. I mean, we'll basically win at that point, I think. Assuming he doesn't have any life gain. Now this was kind of greedy. That I went autopilot. There was no intention to that. It was to buff up my Leon, but knowing that Blue Badger is in my hand, maybe I didn't need to do it then. And especially because I just don't have anything going right now. And we just need to kill one unit with Leon. Just one unit. And he's doing 19 damage, so I'm pretty sure it's going to happen right here. A boom. A boom. There you go. That's my intentional Denjin play. Intentional, whatever you want to call it. I hope you enjoyed all the gameplay today. Really trying to explain my thought processes and try to be like, this is what I'm doing for every part of this game, what I'm looking for, why I played this, why I played that. I wasn't always thinking enough, and that's also good too. Right, we caught that little segment in the Wrath Awoken where we saw Tsuruhime, and I really wanted to seal that, but what I should have, I was thinking, a seal would be nice here, but what I should have been thinking is let me cycle these cards that will either let me take Tsuruhime off the field earlier by giving my units buffs, and also dig to my seal, or just dig to my seal. Luckily, it just happened, and I got kind of lucky there. We ended up losing the match, but that's okay. It's all about trying to create these learning experiences, and if I was just autopiloting, I wouldn't have that thought in my brain now. So I hope you found this useful, this kind of topic, this discussion of playing intentionally, and you can make intention in like those small little decisions that matter. I remember seeing a little message on the Discord about someone was saying it was so weird, you know, I saw a top Yon player and he wasn't shielding any of his units, and I was like, why isn't he shielding his units? He could be saving his super good units and destroying his opponent. But then the shields came in use later, and it was like not a close game. So that's something that you really need to examine your mistakes, examine other gameplay, but it's not going to happen if you don't think about the intent behind your actions, behind the other player's actions. You're not going to be able to understand that. So I hope that this can be a cool video to promote learning and improvement at the game. It's of course something that I think I need to improve a lot on, and I probably means there's plenty of other people out there like you maybe that want to improve at Teppen and can improve in this way as well. So until the next time, keep on learning, having some fun with me here on the Durian channel, and I'll see you around. Peace. So that's all I got for this intentional video. We're gonna intentionally cut it off now. I keep wanting to change it because I know the top of my head is cut off. Oh boy, a Denjin Renki mirror match. So I originally wanted to show you Denjin Renki with this one as well. This is gonna be the last match, and that's because this deck is all about intention, I think. When you're playing cards, when you're not playing cards. And this matchup in particular is not going to be very exciting, but the first draw matters a lot. We know we're looking for burn spells because basically we burn him, he burns us, and the other person, whoever has less burn in the beginning, gets to basically sit the match out until the other person does something. So there you can see he might be able to burn. I really have no idea how this is going to go. And I don't really want to play it too lazily too, so I'm actually going to give him an option. Okay. Let's play a little safe. So this matchup's going to be really tricky. I think it's going to 100% come down to bits. So maybe I should have kept mine. I should have actually kept mine. So we're really just purely just cycling here. Trying to get to, honestly, ideally bit. We can keep, let's see. The nice thing about playing a slower deck like Denjin is it gives you time to think about things. And so I'm trying to think about what's his win conditions. We're thinking Leon, we're thinking Bit, Fate-defying Ryu, because it looks like he's got a little, like, interesting card selection in there. It's not, like, going to be the same version I'm playing, so I'm expecting Ryu as well. And Leon, did I mention Leon yet? So Leon, Ryu, Bit, maybe. I feel like not a lot of average players are playing Bit. It seems to be something that isn't coming about up until the top, but you know, if you're watching the videos, then maybe it's different. So I am just, I would like to keep, so trying to talk and think and everything at the same time is rough. I am basically saying that Himiko is a great answer to Fate-defying Ryu, and I would like to keep her for that situation. Because I know it's going to be an important situation, and I need to make sure I have answers for every single thing my opponent is doing. And we've actually got 3 face damage here that we can add from a Denjin. So let's go ahead and do that. And that will put us in the lead, which means we'll be kind of chilling a little bit more than the opponent. We've got, you know, an answer to Leon in the Calamitous Eruption. And we've got an answer to Ryu in the Himiko. And if we take the lead, we get to kind of chill. Which we are not going to take the lead. So let's make sure we take the lead with this one as well. Because we need to be able to chill, we need to be able to relax a little bit, force the opponent to make a move, and we have the agent's memories. Now, we are playing a dangerous game here because we don't really know. Okay, well, he's got that, so now he's in the lead. I should have played the Chain of Fists there. I don't know why I'm kind of brain farting there. And it's getting dicey, my friends. It's getting dicey. Let's just go ahead. Do we do another Denjin? I'll do another Denjin. Just trying to rack up some damage and just really try to take the lead here with these Samurai Showdowns. Okay, we are in the lead, so now we got to be careful. We start cycling away. Trump card, maybe a little weird in this match. Please don't lose connection. Okay. Bonk, bonk. Now, Calamitous could be trouble, but if I don't have any units, he doesn't go for a Leon. We have a Leon now. That is good. I'm happy with that one. Since we have Leon, feel pretty good about doing this. And I feel good about doing that because now Leon, you know, I've got Himiko for Fate-defying Ryu. I've got Leon for Leon or Bit. So I've got two. We're basically expecting 3 options from the opponent. And I've got 2 ways to kind of bash it out. So I feel good about that. He's definitely not going to want to play anything while we have a... Oh, nice. A Bit. A boot. And that actually might be the clincher here. Let's get another Denjin up. Gonna rack up this Bit as much as I can in the last bits of this this match. Which, if you're not like 1.5 times speeding through. I don't know what you're doing. And let's just let's take a breather here. See what we can do. Okay, let's block off a ton of lanes. So there's really only one answer left for both of us. And it's gonna be the top lane. He's got +1. I'm gonna go ahead and fire off my my memories right now because I want to keep the things going. I want to show him I'm in charge. I want to show him what's up. Okay, we can go ahead and mortal enemies here. Ooh, and a rescuer's bullet's gonna be really nice. Ooh, interesting. So if he keeps Himiko, do I care? Do I care? That's the real question. Do I care? I probably should have cared. Oh wait, what did? He just sent it back and nothing happened? Okay, interesting. So whatever he plays, we Leon. Or do we Leon? Do we Leon? He's got FDR, he's got Leon. And I would expect him to have... Okay, how much damage does he have on this one? 7? No, he's in the lead. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we have to bet. Oh, this is great. This is great. Okay, so we have to bet. We get off a thing immediately. And he basically's got no answer because Bit's the best. Let's go, Bit.